Mom, Dad, we're here. Are you at home?
Good evening, Mr. Anderson. Good evening, Mrs. Anderson. It's great to meet you at last. I'm Jessica. I've heard a lot about you from Daniel. It seemed rude to come empty-handed now that I'm finally meeting you, so I brought some wine and flowers. I hope you'll like them. I heard from Daniel that these gifts would be a good match. This is your favorite wine, Mr. Anderson, isn't it?
Come in, come in. Thank you for the gifts. That wine is quite difficult to find. You must have put a lot of effort into getting it for us. You didn't have to buy all of this, though. We're just pleased that you have come to meet us, finally.
Come in and take a seat. You don't have to keep standing like that.
Yeah, why don't you come over and sit next to me?
Okay, I will do. Thank you.
You looked quite young in the photos Daniel showed me, but in real life you seem much older than I expected. I thought you'd look at least around the same age as him, but you don't.
Excuse me? I wonder which photos he sent you.
To be honest, I was a bit worried about Daniel dating a girl who's 3 years older than him. His previous girlfriends were always so young. Daniel has such a baby face, doesn't he? He looks so much younger than he is. He sent me the photos to reassure me that you don't look any older than he does, and to try to stop me from worrying, and it kind of worked too. They must have been really good photos, or really well edited anyway.
Oh, I see. I don't know which photos he showed you, but they must have been photoshopped well.
Mom, what are you talking about? Listening to you, anyone would think that age gap was gigantic. To be honest, when people see me around with my baby Jessica, they usually think that I'm older than her.
Oh my! Do you call her baby even though she's older than you? You can't call her that. It's a strange thing to call someone who is older than you and makes you seem so much older than you are. You definitely look so much younger than her in my eyes, and so handsome too. I don't know how people could think you were older. Maybe they're just trying to be polite.
That is so strange. I wonder why you think she looks older when no one else has ever mentioned that to me before. Maybe she looks older because she didn't put that much makeup on today. She was trying to make a good impression.
True, as you get older, you get more wrinkles, so you have to use a better foundation to hide it. If she wanted to make a good impression, as you said, she should have used a better foundation. Maybe you could get some Botox around your eyes, Jessica. It would get rid of some of your wrinkles and make you look a bit younger. I know a really good clinic. I have been going there for years. They really are amazing and help me to keep my skin looking great. I'll let you know where it is. You should get a discount too if you say that I gave you the details.
It's okay. Thank you. I already have a place I go to sometimes for different treatments.
Oh, so you look like that even with Botox. That's not good, is it?
Oh, stop it. Just because you're really interested in your skin and how you look, it doesn't mean you need to be rude and poke your nose into other people's business. If she wanted to go to a clinic, she's quite capable of finding one near her place by herself. Anyway, you two must have been dating for quite a long time now. Have you ever considered getting married? Sure. We started discussing the details properly together, and that's why I brought her here today. We've decided to start by meeting each other's parents. Well, you both aren't getting any younger. It would be best to do it as soon as possible, wouldn't it? Especially if you're planning to in the end anyway. Daniel, have you met Jessica's parents too? No, I haven't yet. I wanted to introduce Jessica to you and Mom first. We'll go and meet Jessica's parents sometime in the next few weeks.
And what did you say your parents did again, Jessica?
They have a hot dog.
What? Hot dogs? They run a hot dog restaurant. The two of them.
Well, yes, sort of.
Oh my. Since COVID, I've heard that self-employed restaurant owners have taken a huge hit financially.
That's true, but my parents...
Surely you can't make much selling hot dogs, no matter how busy the restaurant is. It's so difficult for businesses with the economy being like this as well. It must be especially difficult for them selling something like hot dogs. You know what Daniel's father did before he retired, don't you? He was in the teaching profession his whole life. He was a teacher and then was promoted to principal. He retired a few years ago.
Oh yes, Daniel told me about his father being a principal before he retired.
So, you realize that there's quite a class difference between your family and ours.
Class difference?
Of course. Before my health worsened, I worked as well to help support the family. And my intelligent firstborn son, Matthew, is a doctor. He met another doctor at college and they married several years ago. So we now have 2 doctors in the family. 2 doctors and a retired principal. When your parents just run a hot dog restaurant. It has been difficult for Daniel to shine, what with always being in his brother's shadow and all. If he tried a bit harder, he could have been as good as his brother. But even though he doesn't work in a big company, he gets performance-related pay as a subcontractor and is good at making a living, so his family would never go without. Our whole family loved books and always got excellent grades, you know. I think the whole atmosphere was different from that of normal families, what with Daniel's father being a teacher and all. But your family, oh dear.
Mom, Jessica works for a public firm. Didn't you know that? She earns a lot more than I do.
What? She does? What difference does that make when her parents just have a restaurant?
Excuse me, Mrs. Anderson, but is owning a restaurant such a bad thing? Everyone is different and people have to do what they can with the skills they've been given. Some people might be really clever and excel as doctors, and others might be good at cooking and make their money that way. I don't think it's fair to judge a person on their occupation. We need all sorts of people and all sorts of jobs to keep everything going after all. I'm sure you eat out, and you need your trash taken care of, and your streets cleaned. If everyone just worked as teachers or doctors, how would all of that get done? My parents work just as hard and are as proud of what they do as any doctor, teacher, or office worker.
Proud? Well, I suppose even if you work in a tiny little hot dog shop in the middle of nowhere, being called manager would make you proud.
No, that isn't what I meant.
Okay, let's stop this now. As you said, all occupations are equal.
That is a great idea, Mom. I'm getting hungry now.
Okay, come over here and sit down at the table. You too, Jessica.
Okay, Mrs. Anderson. Now please let me know where the cutlery is. I'll help you lay the table.
It's fine. You just sit down with Daniel. I can't make you work the first time we meet now, can I? It's all ready anyway. Just sit down while I serve up.
Thank you, Mrs. Anderson.
I was gonna make something special to make a good impression as it's the first time you've come over and because I don't know what you would like. But then I thought if you're probably gonna become part of the family anyway, there was no reason to make such an effort. In the end, I just made pasta with some extra veg just in case. I hope that's not a problem.
That's great. Thank you. I eat most things.
Even if we're gonna be family, we should make a good first impression. You should have made something special like lamb as we usually do for guests. Didn't you even make a dessert?
What do you know about cooking and guests? You don't even know how to cook. Stop poking your nose into my business and stick to what you're good at. Do you even realize how difficult lamb is to cook properly? And dessert? I don't have the time or energy for any of that. She is fine just eating pasta with us. She even said as much. Stop fussing and let me cook what I want to cook. Anyway, with parents who have a restaurant like Jessica, I'm sure they are great at cooking. She must eat really delicious meals all the time. I'm right, aren't I?
Yes, I do eat well at home. Pasta sounds delicious, so please don't argue because of me.
Even if she is gonna be family, you should have at least baked a pie or something for dessert, surely?
Mom, Dad, are you in?
Oh, Amanda, is that you? You're usually so busy at the hospital during the week. What are you doing here? Aren't you tired?
Oh, I heard that Daniel's girlfriend was coming here tonight for the first time, so I thought I'd come to say hi. I've been wondering what she's like for a long time now. They must have been dating for around 3 years now, and Daniel hasn't even introduced her to us yet. What is he like, right?
Oh, I see. We don't even know if they're gonna get married yet. You don't need to make such an effort already. You must be so busy. Anyway, you're so thoughtful to come over when you must be tired from working so hard at the hospital.
Mom, why do you totally lose it when you see Amanda? Haven't you even realized that your eldest son is here too?
Okay, Matthew, my boy. It's so lovely to see you. Is that better?
Hi, Matthew. Oh, Amanda's here too. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Daniel, long time no see. I hope you've been well. Oh, that must be your girlfriend standing next to you, right? Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm really pleased to meet you at last. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm pleased to meet you too. You're very beautiful. I can see why Daniel is thinking about getting married to you.
Whatever do you mean? In my eyes, you are so much more beautiful. You're younger than she is too. She's older than Daniel, you know.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I don't think she looks older than him. She must have really good skin. I hope that her being older doesn't make things awkward later. Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it, right, Jessica? Yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, we were just about to have dinner. Would you two like to join us?
If I knew you two were coming, I would have made more effort with dinner. It's just pasta tonight. I'm sorry about that.
See, I told you to make more of an effort with the food, didn't I?
I didn't realize Matthew and Amanda would turn up, did I? And come to think of it, neither did you. So don't start another argument. We have guests after all. It's no good. We'd better go to the steak place across the road for dinner. Come on, let's go. Amanda has lost so much weight from working so hard at the hospital all the time. Giving her normal, everyday food would never do. She needs some steak to get her strength back. How can she run around at the hospital all day on pasta?
Oh, you don't need to change your plans because of me. Pasta sounds great. Let's just stay here and eat pasta as you planned. Your cooking is always amazing no matter what you make.
No, let's go to the steak restaurant. I'll make a casserole and some desserts later for you to take home with you too. You must be nearly out of food now, and it's difficult to find the time to go shopping when you're both working so much.
Oh, Mom, you're always so kind and thoughtful. Thank you so much. You'll never meet a better mother-in-law than Mom, Jessica. If you end up getting married to Daniel, I'm sure she'll treat you the same as she treats me. She really is amazing. Oh, yes, I'm sure she will. Mom, I know how much you like steak. Eat whatever you like. We'll get the bill today. If you want any different sides or another drink, just order it. It's on us.
No. We brought you here to buy dinner for you two. You aren't paying.
It's fine, Mom. Don't worry about it. We were actually planning to take you and Dad out for dinner this weekend anyway. We'll just use this opportunity to pay the bill for dinner now instead. You can pay next time, Mom.
Oh, Amanda, you're so polite and thoughtful. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your meal, Jessica. If you want any more sides or anything, feel free to order more. Okay, thank you, Amanda. The food is really delicious. I just need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Hey, Amanda, don't treat her too much like part of the family just yet. We don't even know if Daniel's really going to marry her or not.
Pardon? What do you mean? I thought the whole reason she'd come today was to meet you because her and Daniel are planning to get married.
That's true, but I don't really like her. To be honest, I'd prefer if they didn't get married. I don't like the vibe she gives. And her family doesn't seem very well off either.
Her family? But what do her parents do?
She says they have a hot dog restaurant. I don't know what their restaurant is like, but I'm sure it'll be a tiny backstreet place. You can't earn much money selling hot dogs, surely. Don't you think it's too different to our family? We all have respected occupations and have all been to college. We all have expectations, and the daughter of backstreet hot dog shop owners who probably earns less than a quarter of what we do really isn't what I want for this family. I wonder what they must have had to do to get their daughter into a public firm. Also, when she turned on me earlier asking why her parents running a restaurant was a bad thing, I was quite scared, to be honest. Kids from poorer families usually have a fierce streak, don't they?
Mom, you said you didn't like Jessica from the start, even before you had met her. Don't you think that maybe you're being a bit prejudiced against her because of that?
She's just too old for you. If she's got to have a baby and still have time to work after, she has to be at least a little younger than you, surely. What happens if she thinks she can boss you around because she's older than you?
Jessica's not like that, Mom.
Oh, maybe she found out that I've been paying into your life insurance for years now. She wants to get her hands on our money so that she doesn't have to work anymore. First impressions are usually accurate. I really don't like her and definitely don't think she's right for you or this family.
So you're saying you're against us getting married then? I haven't even met her parents yet. Surely I should meet them, and then you should meet each other too, before you decide you're against us marrying or not.
I have no reason to meet them. I really don't want you to be hasty in arranging a wedding date with her. I don't like her. I don't want to meet her parents, and I don't think she's right for you. I don't care if your future wife isn't a doctor like your brothers, but I don't want traitors in the family. Traitors have always been from the lower classes.
Daniel, you're still in your early 30s. Just because you've been dating for a long time, it doesn't mean you have to get married. Especially seeing as Mom is so against it. Why don't you give it some more thought? I didn't really think about it before, but after listening to what Mom has said, I think she has a point. I don't think such a class difference between the two families is such a good idea. It would probably cause problems further down the line.
Yeah, I think you should think hard about it too. There is always a good reason for parents to be against marriages. Oh, not you too, Matthew. Oh, I am so full. Steak tastes so good when you haven't eaten it for a long time, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, what's wrong? You don't look very happy. Did you eat too much? Do you have a stomachache?
No. Actually, I heard what you and your family were saying about me while I was in the bathroom.
Did you?
I could understand if they were against the marriage because they don't like me. But I don't understand why they're so against my parents' restaurant. Saying that there's a class difference between my family and yours, and making out that my family are poor and yours are amazing makes me feel terrible. They don't even know anything about my parents or their restaurant. They just assume that my family are poor commoners without even asking or trying to get to know them.
It's because they're old-fashioned. You have to try and understand them.
Actually, I'm disappointed in you too. You didn't stick up for me. Say what they were saying about my parents and our family wasn't true, or that they shouldn't say things like that. You just let them criticize me and my family behind my back. If you thought they were being old-fashioned or whatever, you should have said something to them. You didn't say a word.
I wanted to, but you know my position in the family. Compared to Matthew, I got bad grades at school. I couldn't get into the famous company my parents wanted me to. I'm just a nuisance.
So you have to be really clever, have a respected profession, or enter a famous company to be treated as a proper son? Is it that important to your parents that you do well at everything? Everyone's different. Surely their son doing something he enjoys and being happy should be more important to them than being able to boast about his grades or job.
Yep. In our house, doing well and being someone who can be boasted about is the most important thing, unfortunately. You have to have good grades at school, get into a top college, make lots of money, and be honorable and be respected by others to be anyone in my family. I thought they would be fine with you when they knew that you worked for a public firm, but obviously not. Anyway, why didn't you tell me that your parents owned a restaurant in all the time that we've been dating?
What? Why do you need to know what my parents do? I didn't think it was that important when we were dating. It didn't really come up. You didn't ask either. So you're saying that if you knew that my parents owned a restaurant, or if I didn't have a good job in a public firm, you wouldn't have even considered marrying me?
No, that's not what I meant. I thought your parents were at least office workers, just like a normal family. That would have made my parents a lot more comfortable with us getting married. I'm already nothing in my family's eyes. All this mess has made Matthew tell me again that I'm useless at choosing girls. I feel awful too, you know?
What? Well, seeing as you're already in a bad mood, there's something else I want to tell you. Your mom definitely has a talent for making people feel worthless and ashamed of who they are and what they do. She told me to just eat pasta, like they usually do for dinner, even though it was the first time we met, and I was technically a guest. Then your brother and his wife came and they couldn't possibly eat that, so we went out for steak. How can she act so differently towards us and them?
You told her it was fine and that you're happy eating anything, though, didn't you?
That was before they arrived, and she decided we had to go out to eat something better. I would have happily eaten anything she gave me before that. But she kept telling Amanda that she was sorry for not making a proper dinner for her, and even said she'd make something later for her to take home with her. She told me that as I was going to be part of the family anyway, she wasn't going to bother making anything special. Amanda's already part of the family, and she was a lot more bothered about feeding her properly.
I told you, you have to be clever and good at everything like Matthew and Amanda are to be worth anything in my family. If you were more clever or had a better job than Amanda, Mom wouldn't have acted like that towards you.
So all of this is my fault then?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm only talking like this because I'm upset about how Mom acted too.
I've had enough. Let me get out of here, please. There's no need for you to give me a lift home.
What do you mean? Do you even know where we are? How are you gonna get home?
I can get home fine on my own. Let me get out.
Okay, fine.
Hello?
Is that Jessica?
Yes, it is. Can I ask who's speaking, please?
It's me, Daniel's mother. You remember me, don't you?
Oh, of course. Hello, Mrs. Anderson.
I'm near your workplace at the moment. Are you able to meet me at all today?
Today? Just me?
Yes. I've got something important I want to talk to you about.
Well, I don't finish work for a long time yet, but it's nearly my lunch break now. I can meet you quickly then?
Okay, that sounds good. I'll be waiting at the coffee shop near your workplace. Can you please let me know when you are on your lunch break?
Hello, Mrs. Anderson. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting for so long.
It's fine. I was just having a coffee. Why don't you take a seat?
Thank you, but why have you come all the way over to my workplace?
I heard that you haven't spoken to Daniel since you came over to her house 2 weeks ago. It seems like you must have had an argument.
Oh, yes, we did. But why have you come all the way here to see me?
I think you're mad with him because I said some unkind things about your family before. He's so kind-hearted that he couldn't tell me why you were angry and was just suffering alone. So I thought I'd come and have a word with you instead. I don't have much to say, so I won't keep you long. I'd like you to break up with Daniel.
Pardon? What do you mean?
Just break up with him. He said you were hurt and felt terrible after we met last time, and that you felt like I was discriminating against you. If we all don't get along anyway, you aren't gonna end up getting married, so what's the point in dragging it out? It's better to just get it over with, Shirley. If you're heading in different directions, you should just go where you have to. Don't you agree?
No, I don't agree, Mrs. Anderson. If we're gonna break up, surely that's a problem for Daniel and I to discuss. I don't know why you have to get involved, especially to tell me to break up with him. It has nothing to do with you. What right do you have to tell me to do that? Daniel and I should talk about it like adults, and if in the end we decide to call it a day, then that's fine. But it has to be our decision, not yours.
What? I don't need to get involved. I told you before, didn't I? Daniel wants to break up with you, but he is too kind-hearted to do it himself.
So, you are saying that you've been sent here by Daniel to tell me that he wants to break up with me. Has Daniel lost his tongue?
You're so ignorant. I can't believe you're talking to me like this. It seems like Daniel feels like he has some sort of sense of responsibility towards you. You're older than him, and you've already been dating for way over 3 years. I think he feels bad about wasting your time when you're already so old in the dating world. If he knew from the beginning that you weren't compatible, he wouldn't have dragged it out for this long.
I've never asked him to take responsibility for anything, and I am only 3 years older than him. It's become a lot more common for people to get married later nowadays, you know? Also, I hadn't even really thought about getting married. Daniel was the first to say that he wanted to get married, not me.
That's good then. If you didn't really want to get married anyway, then you can let Daniel go. Or do I have to pay you to go and leave him alone?
No, I don't need money or anything from you. If I'm gonna say goodbye, I'm gonna at least do it sincerely. I think that if he wants to break up with me, he shouldn't have to send you to do it. He should come to meet me and tell me himself, like an adult. Even if it might be difficult for both of us, it's the right thing to do.
Don't you think that me coming here and saying it while smiling is being considerate? If Daniel was here, you'd probably be pulling at his trouser leg, begging him not to go. It's true that our family is a lot better off than yours. You can't disagree with that, can you? Daniel is going to meet a much better girl than you. I'm going to choose a nice girl from a good family for him to marry.
You keep talking about good families and how well off you are. But to be honest, no matter how clever you all are or how well educated, looking down on people and comparing them to others is crude and shallow. I'd rather marry someone polite with no money than someone from a family who are as mean and ill-mannered as yours.
What? Crude? Shallow? Who do you think you're talking to? You're just a commoner from a common merchant household.
What did you say? A commoner?
Yes, I said that you are a commoner from a common merchant family. In the olden days, your family wouldn't even be allowed to look at mine, let alone eat at the same table. Who do you think you are speaking to me like this? Talking truthfully like this is uncomfortable for you, right? Who do you think you are answering me back like this? You've been no good from the start. Your uneducated parents mustn't have taught you any manners at all for you to act like this in front of me.
And you must have been taught so well to be humiliating other people's parents like this, you nasty old woman. You haven't even met my parents, and you know nothing about them. You can be as rude to me as you like, but keep my parents out of it.
What? Old woman? How dare you speak to me like that?
You are an old woman. There's nothing I can do about that. To be honest, if I hadn't heard from Daniel by the weekend, I was gonna break up with him anyway. I had grown quite fond of him, so I was thinking about forgiving him if he apologized. But now you have come and made everything clear. I don't have to anymore. Thank you. Thank you for making me not care about breaking up with your son. Also, I really don't understand what you are imagining my parents to be like to call us commoners. I wasn't going to say this because I don't want to be tarred with the same brush as you, but to be honest, it doesn't seem to me that your family are as well off as to have any power or influence either.
How can you say that? Even if we aren't extremely well off, we are miles better than the daughter of owners of a backstreet hot dog restaurant.
You also sound too vulgar to be that well educated. Impatient, too. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to work now. I'll be waiting to hear what kind of a girl and what kind of family Daniel marries into in the future.
See, I'm really good at knowing what someone's like from their first impression, aren't I? If I just left you to marry my Daniel, he would have married an ill-mannered commoner like you.
I thought he wanted to break up. Why does he keep trying to phone me?
Hey, what on earth have you just said to my mom?
Oh, yes. She came to see me when I was at work earlier today, and we had words. She wasn't satisfied with just looking down her nose at me. She started on my family, too. So I did the same to her.
You really are too much. I don't know why you thought you could talk to her like that. As soon as she came home, she went to bed. She didn't even have energy left. She was exhausted. She'll probably have to go to the hospital tomorrow now, too. She said she nearly fainted on the way home from meeting you. I don't know exactly what you said or did to her, but it must have really shocked her and upset her.
I didn't say anything bad enough to make her faint. She must have been faking it. She said much worse things about my family than I said about hers. I can't believe that you didn't contact me for 2 weeks, then sent your mom to break up with me for you. How old are you? Who sends their mom to break up with their girlfriend for them? Then you call me straight after to tell me that I've made your mom sick? Me? Too much? You and your precious mom have done a lot worse in my opinion.
Do you really have to speak so rudely?
Your mom is the one who was rude. She's vulgar. She said such terrible things about my parents, and she hasn't even met them. Who does she think she is talking about them like that? She said straight up that she didn't even like me from the start, and looked down her nose at my parents owning a hot dog restaurant. She went as far as to call them commoners. It doesn't matter if she thinks bad of me anymore, so I just told her what I thought of her.
Of course the daughter of commoners acts like this. What did I expect? This is why the classes shouldn't mix.
Commoners? Don't you start calling us that too. I can tell that you're your mom's son. What right have you got calling my parents commoners? What do you know about them or what they do?
Of course I know about them. They're commoners who run a hot dog restaurant. Who else would they be? It's so lucky that I didn't decide for us to go and meet them before we met my parents. I nearly got stuck in your crazy commoner family.
You really are speaking your mind, all of you. I only hope you don't change it and regret what you said later. I thought I'd made your mom sick. If she's that sick, surely you should be looking after her instead of phoning your ex-girlfriend like a loser. As I'm such a bad person, I'll hang up.
Hey, how dare you speak to me like that? I haven't even finished talking to you.
I really can't believe that family. How dare they just suddenly get angry and shout at me? It's ridiculous. Oh, Mom? Dad? When did you get here?
No matter how many times we rang the bell, you didn't answer, so we thought you were out and decided to come in and wait for you. I thought you must be running out of food, so I brought you some more.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Mom. You came to check on me because I haven't phoned for a while, didn't you? I love your doghouse hot dogs. They definitely are the best.
They are indeed. Anyway, Jessica, is anything wrong? You don't seem yourself recently.
Me? No, everything's fine. Why do you ask? Do I look sick?
Oh, we arrived a while ago and heard you talking to someone on the phone. Who on earth were you talking to? You got so mad your face went red.
Oh, you heard me.
We've looked after you for over 20 years. Of course we know when something's wrong. You don't look very happy and your eyes are all red and swollen. Who were you shouting at like that, hey? What's happened? Were you fighting with your boyfriend?
No, we didn't fight. We broke up.
What? You broke up? What happened? Didn't you say that he's been at your beck and call all the time since you first met him? I thought he was treating you really well, too.
Yeah, he was. I guess I shouldn't have let him get so close. If I'd realized what kind of a person he was, I wouldn't have met him in the first place.
What happened? You'll feel better if you tell us.
I'd feel bad telling you this, though.
It's fine. Just tell us what happened. No, did your boyfriend find out what we do for a living? Did it make him feel bad because we're better off than his family?
No, the opposite happened, actually. If he knew which hot dog chain was yours, it would have made him act a lot differently, I bet. A few days ago, I went to meet his parents. They were obsessed with class and people's jobs and achievements. They immediately asked me what you do, and it seemed strange to elaborate, so I just told them that you run a hot dog restaurant, which is true. Their expressions and attitude changed immediately, and they started looking down their noses at me and saying that our family's too different class-wise and we weren't compatible. They were talking like people did 100 years ago, going on about class differences and us not being good enough to even eat with them, let alone marry into their family. Daniel's dad was a teacher all his working life and was promoted to principal before he retired. His brother, Matthew, and his wife are both doctors. His mom said that she didn't want the daughter of commoner parents who run a hot dog restaurant in their family. They kept looking down on you and your business, which made me feel really awful. They kept talking about us like that to Daniel, his brother, and his wife while I went to the bathroom, and I overheard them on the way back to the table. Then later, on the way home, when I admitted to Daniel that I had heard what his mom had said about us behind my back, rather than apologizing and saying that his mom's way of thinking was wrong or outdated, he had the cheek to agree with her. He even said that I should have told him what you do when we started dating. If he had asked, I would have told him, but it didn't seem like something to be talked about while on dates. I was really mad, so I told him to let me get out of the car, walked the rest of the way home, and didn't call him or anything for 2 weeks. Then, suddenly today, while I was at work, his mom called to say that she wanted to meet me, and told me that Daniel had sent her to break up with me as he was too kind-hearted to do it himself.
What? Some people have such strange ideas. I can't believe they spoke to you like that. What's the problem with running a hot dog restaurant, or any restaurant for that matter? Don't they eat? I bet they eat out all the time. If no one ran restaurants, then they would have to cook at home every day.
That's exactly my point. I got to meet their daughter-in-law at the same time, and she had heard that I was coming over and wanted to meet me. Daniel's mom was so lovely and kind to her, while talking to and treating me like I was someone she found on the bottom of her shoe. It was just totally ridiculous. I felt so mad and discriminated against. Today was the same. Ridiculous. Daniel's mom suddenly came to find me near my workplace and told me to break up with him. The things she was coming out with made me so mad. Also, the childishness of sending your mom to break up with your girlfriend for you. I couldn't be polite or hold my tongue any longer.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, that phone call was from Daniel, mad at you for having words with his mom, right?
Yes, it was. He's so under the thumb and such a mommy's boy that he just believes and does whatever she says without even questioning it. I can't believe that I dated a moron like that for over 3 years. I'm really mad at myself for wasting all that time and energy on him.
No, it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Sometimes you think you know someone really well, but you don't. They're just showing you the small part of them that they want you to see. People are complicated and can show you other sides of their personalities by accident all the time. This is the same for couples that have been married for years and years. No matter how well you think you know someone, you never know anything about them. Let's just think ourselves lucky. Let's just think ourselves lucky that he showed his true colors before you married or things got any more complicated.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry I've made such a mess of everything. I've made people gossip about you not having any money when it really isn't true.
Jessica, do you think we care about that type of malicious gossip? We've been ridiculed so many times since we started the business that we got used to it. Hot dog restaurants are what people do when they can't cook anything else. Why are you going abroad to learn about them? How can you make a living from selling simple hot dogs? We've heard comments like these hundreds of times over the years. But look how our business turned out. People tried and enjoyed our hot dogs. The first little restaurant that we opened did really well and became the name for hot dogs. And now we have over 250 restaurants all over the country. At the end of the day, the people closest to you who help you, support you, and care about you are the only ones that matter. You don't want to take any notice of the people who criticize you or speak badly of you. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
Yes, Dad's right. When we opened our first little restaurant, we heard the same things that horrible woman said to you hundreds of times. In the end, even the people who badmouthed and criticized us ended up liking our hot dogs more than any others. We showed them all in the end. You will soon be able to forget about that horrible family and start again.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. I feel much better now. I will try to work as hard as you have and make you proud.
Mom, you really don't look well. Are you okay? What's happened?
Oh, Amanda. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about Daniel. He spent his whole life disappointing us and making us worry about him. And now he's brought that horrible girl back to meet us. I can't believe how vile she is and how she speaks to me. I wish he was more like Matthew. Then I would have nothing to worry about.
Oh, yes, I heard you had words with that woman yesterday. You're quite intimidating when someone gets on the wrong side of you. She must have some guts to pick a fight with you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean I'm intimidating?
No, nothing, Mom. I just meant that you are so logical and so good at expressing yourself that someone must be mad to try to pick a fight with you, that's all. Anyway, lie down on the bed here. I'll set you up with a vitamin infusion. That should make you feel a bit better.
Okay, thank you. Let's see what's so good about having a doctor in the family for once.
Try to calm down a bit. Lie down and get some rest. I'll be back to check on you a bit later.
Oh, you aren't gonna stay here with me?
No, I can't. I'm sorry, but I've got other patients to see and work to get on with. A VIP is coming to our department later, too, so we're all on high alert.
VIP?
Yes, Mom. I expect you've seen him on the TV. He's called George Taylor. He's the owner of the famous Doghouse hot dog chain. He's coming here for his health check, you see. He has his yearly health check at our hospital. He has always donated very generously to our children's ward, so he's one of our most important VIPs.
Oh, really? Didn't he go abroad to Germany to learn about hot dog sausages as well? His various hot dogs and the sides are quite amazing. I've ordered them from home shopping several times. He expresses himself really well, too. I saw on the TV that his eldest daughter recently became a chef, too.
Yes, that's right.
Amanda, do you think I could go and meet him? Just quickly. I've wanted to meet him since I saw him on the TV. I'd quite like to get his autograph, too, if that's at all possible.
I think the hospital director himself is going to come and meet him, so it'll be a bit difficult to meet Mr. Taylor, I'm afraid. We have to be all ready, too, because the director will be coming here with him. I'm really busy today. Sorry, Mom. You lie here and rest. I'll be back soon.
Oh, I see. It's a shame that I can't meet him when we're in the same department, but it can't be helped, I guess. Anyway, I'll ring the bell when the vitamin infusion is finished.
Mom, dinner's ready. I don't know what it'll taste like. I'm not much of a chef, really. Hopefully it'll taste good.
Wow, are you feeling okay? Cooking and everything.
It's Mom's birthday, so I thought I'd give it a go. She can't make her own birthday dinner now, can she? Mom, what are you watching?
Ah, this. It's a program where famous people show you around their houses. I like this kind of program. It's really interesting to see inside other people's houses, especially famous people. It's fascinating to see how people with more money than us live, decorate their house and things like that. Let's eat here in front of the TV today. I want to watch this.
Sure, Mom. I'll bring your dinner over to you.
Who is it then?
I know him. Isn't that the owner of Doghouse Hot Dogs? Our hospital's VIP. I'm right, Amanda, aren't I?
Oh, yes. So it is. I like him. Everything he makes tastes amazing. 6 months ago, I was at your hospital at the same time as him, wasn't I? I was so disappointed that I didn't get the chance to meet him then.
Wow. Millionaires' houses are something else. His house is just amazing. You could look around his house for hours and still not see everything properly. It must be so nice to live in a house like that. I'm so jealous of his family.
That concludes today's brief tour of my house. Being a chef, I'm sure you're all curious about my kitchen and the research area where I create all my recipes. But first, I'm gonna introduce a surprise guest. A family member who's gonna help me make dinner for my family tonight. Let's go to the kitchen to meet her.
Hello. It's a bit strange being filmed like this. Anyway, I'm Jessica. I think most of our viewers would have expected the guest to be my sister, who is also a chef, but today I'll be helping out. I'm not very good at cooking, but I'm going to try and help my dad as well as my sister would. Dad, are you ready to start?
Yes, of course. Now, what shall we start with today? Let's start with our most famous doghouse hot dog.
Hang on. What's she doing there?
What's the matter? Hey, is it someone you know?
Don't you recognize her? Amanda, don't you recognize her either? It's her. That awful girl that Daniel broke up with 6 months ago. That rude, arrogant girl that Daniel brought here to meet us. She was the reason I was at the hospital at the same time as George Taylor.
What? That's her? Are you sure? What's she doing there? Oh my. Now you mention it, I think it is her. Her name was Jessica too, wasn't it? They have the same surname too. Now you mention it, it's Daniel's ex-girlfriend.
I can't believe it. So her father is George Taylor. George Taylor, the owner of Doghouse Hot Dogs.
What are you doing, Mom? Call Daniel and tell him to come over right away. Go on, quickly. Mom, what's happened? Why did you suddenly call me and get me to come over? I've been working all weekend, so I'm really exhausted.
Oh, you poor fool. Are you still not talking to Jessica? Have you totally stopped contact with her? Completely?
Jessica? Why are you suddenly bringing up my ex-girlfriend? That's a really strange thing to do. Of course we aren't in contact anymore. It's been over 6 months since we broke up, hasn't it? Our relationship ended in utter chaos. Contacting her again after that would be ridiculous.
Come here and read this a minute. Jessica is the daughter of George Taylor, the owner of Doghouse Hot Dogs. I was just watching TV with Matthew and Amanda earlier, and Jessica suddenly appeared there with her dad. I nearly had a heart attack.
Doghouse Hot Dogs owner George Taylor introduces his youngest daughter live on air. Talented public firm beauty Jessica, new hot topic. Wow, Mom, I think this really is my ex, Jessica. Is this true? Is she really the daughter of Doghouse Hot Dogs owner?
Right, you moron. When she said her parents owned a hot dog restaurant, I thought it was just a normal, small backstreet place, didn't I? I didn't realize she meant that her parents owned a famous hot dog franchise with hundreds of restaurants.
I can't believe it. I'd never have guessed. I would have never linked her to that family. She was just so normal. I'd even been to her house. She just lived in a normal one-room apartment. It was nothing special.
Apparently, she moved away from her parents when she went to college. She just recently moved back in with them, I think. I guess it must have been after you went to her place drunk looking for her.
You might be right. I really can't believe this. Mom, why didn't you let us get married? Why did you have to be so cruel to her? If you hadn't insulted her and her family to her face, she wouldn't have gone off in the deep end, and everything would have been fine between us. It was a golden opportunity for me to be the son-in-law of Doghouse Hot Dogs. Mom, you have ruined my life. I can't believe you've done this to me.
How is it my fault? All I did was speak the truth. No one around here would want their son to marry into that sort of common family. How did you date her for over 3 years without meeting her parents or even knowing who they were? What were you doing all that time? It's not my fault you didn't take any interest in her family. If you were planning to marry her, you should have at least taken an interest and checked her family out, surely. They might have even made you manager of one of their restaurants if you hadn't messed everything up. How can someone be this useless? I really can't understand how you can mess things up time and time again.
Before, you were saying it was lucky that I didn't meet her parents first, that we would be tied to a common merchant family.
The situation has totally changed now. Can't you see? What a mess. This is just too much.
Oh, stop hitting me like that. It hurts.
What are you still doing here? Go to their restaurant or Jessica's workplace and win her back. Now! Go! If you think there's even a chance she still has any feelings for you, bring her back here. Then I'll try to get the closest date I can for the wedding. Got it? Beg for her forgiveness if you have to. I don't care what you have to do to make her forgive you. Just make sure you bring her back. Tell her she'll never have to lift a finger for as long as she lives. That we, her future parents-in-law, will respect her and do anything she wants to, okay?
Okay, I've got it, but do you think she'll take me back? We all said such nasty things to her, and the last time I spoke to her, she was really quite scary. She was so angry with me.
Daniel Anderson, go now. If you don't bring her back, I don't want to see her face again for some time. Do you understand?
What am I gonna say to her? You can't just make someone forgive you?
Jessica, what should we call you now that you're famous and everything? Should we call you Madam Jessica? Oh, what are you talking about? It was bad enough at work today without you starting too. And anyway, you've eaten at a restaurant and met my parents lots of times. You already knew who they are. Yeah, that's true. But you hadn't been on the TV then. It feels different now that you have, like you're really famous as well. It's made it feel like you're living in a different world to the rest of us. So you don't want to be friends with me anymore? Even if when you come to the restaurant with me, you'll have free hot dogs for life? I didn't mean that, my precious, precious coworker. Wait, Jessica, look over there. Isn't that your ex? Daniel, wasn't it? Oh, so it is. Why has that moron suddenly appeared here? You must know what he's doing here, surely. They must have seen you on the TV, too. Him and that awful family of his. They've realized that you're George Taylor's daughter and sent him to try to win you back. Oh, no. Of course they have. Let's just ignore him.
Jessica!
What are you doing here? I have nothing to say to you, so just leave.
Jessica, please, don't ignore me. I want to talk to you, okay? Jessica?
Please stop it. Everyone's staring. You're embarrassing me. Sarah, would you mind making your own way home today? I'll just hear what he has to say, then I'll go back home straight after.
Will you be all right? Do you want me to report him for you?
No, it's okay. If he needs reporting, I'll do it. Thank you for worrying about me, though.
Okay. See you tomorrow, then.
Come with me.
Sure. Thank you for agreeing to talk with me for a while. You must really hate me after what was said last time we spoke. You've gotten even prettier in the time that we've been apart.
What do you want? You can't have suddenly come all the way over here to tell me that.
That's true. I've been wanting to meet with you for a long time, but haven't been able to pluck up the courage after how we left it and everything. I want to try and make us work. You know how it is with my family. All the hopes and expectations they had for me have turned to dust. So now, no matter what I do, they just look down on me and think badly of me. I'm the disappointment of my family, so everything I do is wrong. I think the same applied to you too. My parents objected to us and didn't like you because you were the girl that I loved, rather than because of what kind of person you were or what you did. So Mom decided without any reason that she didn't want us to get married just because I wanted us to. She regretted her actions later.
Ah, she changed her mind when she saw me on TV and realized who my dad is, right? That's why you came to see me today, isn't it? Because she wanted you to get back with me now she knows who my father is.
No, that's not what happened. I didn't even know you were on that program where famous people show you around their house.
I only said after you saw me on TV. You seem to know exactly what the program was. How do you know if you didn't even know I was on the TV? Of course you suddenly came to see me because you saw me on there.
No, that really isn't why I came to see you. I told you before that I'd been thinking about you for a long time and only just plucked up the courage to come here and meet you. Please, don't think badly of me all the time. I want to forget everything that happened between us and start again from the beginning. Can we try? When we first met, it was love at first sight for me. I followed you everywhere. Don't you remember? You weren't even slightly interested in me in the beginning, but you opened up to me when I kept asking you out, didn't you?
Yes, I did then. But the situation is completely different now to what it was then. Now I know what you and your family's thoughts and intentions are. The only reason you all want me back now isn't because you like me or miss me, but because of who my father is and what he does. If I was just the daughter of a small backstreet hot dog restaurant owners, like you all originally thought, and teased me about, would you be here now? Of course you wouldn't. You wouldn't have even given me a second thought.
I wouldn't, no.
Right. At least you're being honest now. I'm not even a tiny bit attracted to you, and don't care about you in the slightest anymore. How could I be after the way you and your mom treated me? On the contrary, I'm really pleased now that this ridiculous situation allowed me to weed out a little mommy's boy like you. I'm also quite thankful to your mom for letting me reach this conclusion before the relationship got any more complicated. I was curious about how your family would react if they saw me with my dad on the TV, and thanks to you, I know the answer to that too. I can tell just by the look on your face how much of a fuss your mom made about me not being in a different league to your family. Do you see it now? The class difference between your family and mine?
Oh, Jessica.
Don't try to make me pity you or act the victim. Your family are the ones that hurt me, and they're also the ones who made us break up. You brought it all upon yourself, Daniel.
Why do you have to be so cruel? Do you have to trample all over me to feel better?
If you'd said that to your mom when she was bad-mouthing me and my family that time I went to meet them, I would have been so grateful, and our relationship probably wouldn't have ended like this.
I'm sorry that I hurt you, Jessica, and I'm sorry that I didn't stand up for you. I'm so sorry about everything. Please, just forgive me. I'm sorry that my mom and I talked nonsense about you without realizing how it would make you feel too.
If you really were that sorry, you wouldn't have come to my workplace to meet me today. If you had a conscience, you would stop talking to me right now and leave me alone. I worked so hard to get into this company. I don't want to have to quit my job because of a moron like you.
Jessica, don't go. Please, don't go, Jessica.
Now we aren't holding our tongues anymore. Who do you think you are chasing after me and calling my name like that, little boy? When I was at school, you were still in diapers. You're such a moron. My ex-boyfriend Daniel really was something else, wasn't he? The day he came to find me at my workplace, I was really rude to him on purpose, saying a lot of things that I wouldn't normally even dream of saying. I don't know if that scared him, but he never came to see me again. Just tried to phone me constantly. It was still annoying, but at least no one at work knew about it, so he couldn't embarrass me or make me look bad anymore. I got fed up with him and his family trying to contact me all the time, so I eventually changed my phone number and my chat IDs. I didn't hear anything from him or his family for a while after that. Not long after, I got a visit from not him this time, but his mother. She started coming to our main hot dog restaurant for lunch every day, pleading to meet my parents. She even went as far as to go to the company office to try to meet them. In the end, she started harassing the other workers too, so my dad met her and gave her a stern warning to make her stop coming. He told her that he would never again sell her hot dogs to her family, and they even became the first people ever on our restaurant's blacklist. I don't know exactly what Dad said to her, but according to the workers that were there at the time, she left with her tail between her legs. Now, several years after that incident, I've heard through the grapevine that even the marriage of their firstborn doctor son and his doctor wife Amanda, who she was so proud of, came to a disastrous end. It seems as though my manipulative would-have-been mother-in-law blamed her precious first daughter-in-law for her biggest regret, me not joining their family. Apparently, she kept comparing my family to hers every day, even though I'm not part of their family, and Amanda got really fed up with it. In the end, she told her husband, Matthew, that she wanted a divorce. I've also heard that their precious firstborn doctor fell out with his parents and has no contact with them anymore, but I'm not 100% sure whether that is true, just a rumor or what. I've been contacted by some really well-off and well-known families after my appearance on the TV show and been asked out by many of my coworkers too. However, I'm not really sure what I think about getting married anymore. It might change if I was in a relationship, I guess, but for now, I don't really think I'll end up getting married. Anyway, Thank you to everyone who has listened to my story about my happy farewell to my ex and his family. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.